Oui.
Nicolas, tell me, why Lucas Arruda at Orsay? It's a great honor for a young artist.
It's a great honor for the Musée d'Orsay too, to have Lucas Arruda, to have the visitors see again many paintings from the 19th century that he was inspired by. And it's a rare occasion to really see the connection that channels from one to the other.
And but what are really the connection?
It's the question of the grand tradition of landscape painting, with the idea, however, that in Lucas's case, it's a proper continuation with a twist. He never paints on the motive in front of the actual scene. All of his paintings are done from memory, never from photograph either, in the studio.
But what does the landscape represent for him?
An ideal, something abstract, something that is an occasion, something universal that we can all verse ourselves into, something open.
There's never any human being in his landscape.
Not that I know. I have never ever seen one.
And what's the link with Courbet, for example? You have hanged Courbet here.
I think here it's a very painterly visual link, the idea of a tumultuous landscape. And in Lucas Arruda's case, you always have this tendency between the serene and the tumultuous. It was just so a great opportunity to bring this painting up from the Courbet realist room downstairs into the Impressionist gallery, to really see with a play on perspective from the room behind us in the Lucas Arruda's room, the standalone room, and to really see the painting together. In fact, very often, when you look at Lucas Arruda's painting, you think about Cézanne, about Monet, about Camille Corot, about Boudin. He himself says all of these artists are references. But it's really important to note that these are images we create in our mind, and the exhibition is an occasion to see them together and to see how they are similar, but the idea of the format makes it very different and, from my perspective, quite enjoyable.
And the format is very special because in a time where painters paint so large painting, he makes very tiny ones.
I like the fact personally that the paintings are quite dramatic, because of course when you paint on a scale that is 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters, every brushstroke becomes very decisive. Every decision you make, of course, alters the painting greatly. I like something that Lucas said last week, that when you paint small formats, the landscape obviously is too broad to contract in the painting, and it wants to come out. That's why perhaps these paintings have so much presence.
Merci beaucoup, Nicolas.